Morning everyone, happy new week. It's Monday, I'm out, I'm getting my steps in. How stunning is this?
Yeah, and I think it's one of those things you can never have enough investors. We're always.
It's Wednesday, I'm going into my job because we are really busy and I agreed to basically go in for an extra few days this week. Well, not few days, but like today I'm going in Friday and Saturday. So I'm doing a few extra days. They're like staff on annual leave, and to be quite honest, I enjoy going in. The sun is out, which impacts my mood so much, so I'm happy. And I don't even know what I've been doing the last 2 days, but I've been sorting stuff. I've been really trying to market my essay, so I set quite a bit of time aside yesterday to just basically post it on Facebook groups, tweet the calendar, loads of stuff, which I did, and I've had quite a few messages actually of people wanting direct bookings through Facebook. Yes, I did get blocked from one of the Facebook sites because there's no selling, even though I was just introducing. I was just saying, if anyone's got any family to stay, I have short-term accommodation in the town centre, and I got blocked. But never mind, I tried. So I'm trying to promote that. Sorry guys, I've got a water bottle in my footwell and it's clanging. And I did that webinar yesterday with Paul Stapleton, which was amazing. I also spent some time again on the AIRBNB network doing another one of the modules, so learning about that. I've been messaging some people and posting about the portfolio landlord with the HMOs and stuff that's off market, and I've been trying to like figure out how to work it, and thinking if I was to say agree to them, if you give me 3 of these properties for a combined amount of X, and then I sold them off individually to investors so that the yield and the numbers sort of works. I was sort of looking at it from that angle, but I don't fully know. I've spoken to a couple of people about it, because I have got another landlord with a portfolio more in Lancashire that I've actually had a call with somebody who's got an investor who's wanting to buy a portfolio. So this landlord in Lancashire is like just offloading his stock, so that could be interesting. Good evening. I can't see because it's so bright. I'm just on a walk and I'm loving these bright summer evenings. So I was coming out for a walk because I actually slept in a little bit today. I was knackered this morning. I was up till like, I want to say past midnight, just doing general admin on my phone and messages. So I say slept in. For me, sleeping is 7. So I stayed in bed till 7, and it meant that I didn't exercise this morning. So just getting my steps in, because I actually have a Zoom call tonight with the AIRBNB network. So that's like a Q&A where we can go on, ask questions. I don't actually have any questions, I may in the moment, but it'll be good to hear what others are sort of asking. One thing that has happened today, which is really cool, is I actually ended up FaceTiming an estate agent because she was in a property and she was basically showing me it. She'd mentioned it before, and she rang me and she was like, Libby, I'm in this house, it's not on the market, can I FaceTime you to show you? So I was like, yeah, of course. I'm on FaceTime to this other lady who I built such a good relationship with just through having a chat on my viewings and just being normal, because estate agents aren't people to be fearful of. They're just nice people who want to do the 9 till 5 and quite frankly go home. So had a really good chat with her. She took me on a few viewings before and we got on really well. So she's sending me even off-market opportunities, which is just insane. That's like everyone's dream. Also put a post on Instagram the other day because I've got an off-market portfolio in Lancashire and then an off-market portfolio of like HMOs, bedsits, apartments in Yorkshire. And I mentioned it on my Instagram, and this lady's messaged me, one of my followers, lovely, and she actually has an investor looking to buy portfolios. So we had a chat about that, established a bit of an action plan and questions we each had to go back, because obviously I've got the deal, she's got the investor, so we each sort of have questions to ask, and my call today with the estate agent, I was just asking and getting a better idea, so that was good, and I understand the vendor's position a bit more now. So we'll see what happens, and we need to check in again and have a call. With the survey, I went back to them and just asked, because it's booked, and there was just a couple of other things that I thought of that I wanted them to really check when they go next week. The solicitor rang me again and we just had a check-in. He is so good, he is lovely, and he's an investor himself, so he gets it. So that was all fine, and I've just been at work, so I'm basically tied up for 8 hours and I can't really do anything. But tomorrow I'm off work and we're back to it, back to the whole Box Hill game. If you're wondering where the barking is coming from, I am fortunate, this is literally in my back garden, so it is a farmyard and I love it.
Then it could be an 8 if you did that, but it's obviously going through planning and stuff. And
well,
that was crazy, that was so good. I think that was just so valuable. Like, if people were just asking questions and getting the answers they needed, like, that was amazing. And I've realised the reason that network is so good is also because it's so, like, they've not, like, got hundreds of people in it. They've really focused on quality and building something that is like a good community where they can invest time into people. Like, we had a really nice group, whereas I think with some other educators, I get, obviously they're trying to like grow and build and have a big community, which is great, but there's not the quality in it as well. But that was such a good call. Like, I was asking questions about end values, Danielle was asking about commercial valuations. It was just amazing. Morning guys, it's 10 AM. I've been on this since 6. This is my lettings guide. I haven't done all of this today. Why won't it focus? There we go. I haven't done all this today, but I've done a fair good chunk. This is sort of the middle section that I need to do. And I'm excited. I can't wait for this to be finished. I've been really busy, so I sort of left it, but it's something I can easily pick back up. And it's just another opportunity to connect with landlords, obviously demonstrating my knowledge in lettings, and then there's the call to action at the end. But also, this is just something that I really want to release because I feel like I do actually know like a lot about lettings. I feel like I've lived, breathe, eat, sleep, whatever, it for the past 2.5 years. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Also been watching Grace Beverly on YouTube whilst doing so, which has been so valuable because she's got multiple businesses and I've picked up quite a few tips from her. Back on AFB, learning a bit on HMOs. I did do the masterclass a bit ago now. This is sort of notes from AFB and some of the areas I've sort of been learning from because I didn't really know much about HMOs. I've just come for a really quick 30-minute walk because I've got some messages and I thought, let's get my steps in. I've not been out of the house today and I started work at 6, so I've come out for a walk. I finished the HMO call, which was so good. And when I say I did the HMO call, I mean like I wrote so many notes, really understood it, went over different parts of it like so much, and I'm actually really interested with HMOs now. It's just a shame because the property that I'm buying would have been an amazing HMO, but I just feel like because I haven't flipped a property before, that's going to be a task in itself because it's so big. Never mind a HMO, but I'm just really annoyed because it would have been great to keep it and just have that insane cash flow. I literally think you could get a 6-bed HMO in literally nearly 2,000 square feet, so feet, whatever. I have just done, I think, the hardest gym session of my life, and it is like 25 degrees. I did, I think, like nearly 500 calories on the cross trainer in like 20 something minutes, and Megs, who I train with, actually had to get off and go out because she was about to pass out. Like, it's that hot. That is the true definition of discipline. Like, it was unbearable, but I kept going. I am just about to do another call with AFP. This is with Mitch Nunn, who does a lot of HMOs. He's going to teach us about commercial valuations, like answer all of our questions, explain a bit about how he's got to where he is, and I'm excited, so notepad at the ready.
More than a sixpence in terms of regs and...
Morning, happy Friday. I'm just on my way to the garage to drop my car off because it's got a little problem, and then I'm in work for the day, so it will be a full... Just seeing what notification I got. It will be a full office day because obviously I can't go out without a car. So that's that, but I'm just absolutely loving learning about HMOs at the moment. Like, oh my gosh, I just never really learned them before. And we did another call last night with Mitch Nunn, and he was just absolutely unbelievable. He is so knowledgeable. He's more around like the bigger HMOs. Like, he was talking about he's doing like 12-bed conversions. I was like, oh my god, like that is insane, like well done you. So that was good. This week's been a little bit of like a slow week, but there's not really been anything coming on the market that's interesting me, and I'm not doing viewings for the sake of it. There's one I've got my eye on, but it's like an hour drive away from me, and I'm just a bit like, I'm not going for a viewing just for that one, so I'm saving it. The revised, no, it wasn't a revised, the offer I followed up on, they haven't even come back to me, so I'm taking it that is a no still. However, you never know, vendors' positions can change. I did so much progress with my digital product yesterday. I literally boxed it off so much, and I'm just going to try do another fair few pages this weekend, just to try get it to a really good point. I would love to be able to like release it before I go away next week, but I can't. Like, I'm gonna have to do all the write-up and listing of it as well, not just the actual content of it, and I'm probably gonna want to check it 1,000 times. Work finished and I'm at the gym. As always, Friday night legs, I'm here. It's really warm, loving this sun. Just gonna get this session done and then I can get home and I'm gonna do work on the digital product. I'm just doing a mini food shop for the weekend. Home for tea, and oh my god, what a plate full. Sweet potato fries and Nando's chicken. Unreal. Just doing a run, guys. It's like 7 AM and I'm beating the sun. So hopefully we can get to 5k today. So I've done my run this morning, as you probably all saw. Got my car back, by the way. No problems now, thank goodness. And I'm just going to my job, doing that, and then getting home. I might try and get a bit of a tan tonight, because I don't know if it's going to keep the sun. I finish work at 2:30, 3ish. And if I can get home in time, I might be able to get a bit of a tan. Because the sun is out, although apparently the sun's going in, and it's just going to be a bit of a muggy day. Anyway, I just had a really good catch-up call with Adam from KBA Properties. So Adam is somebody who has sort of started in property the same time as me. Basically, he messaged me when I'd started Box Hill, and he was very like inspired by what I was doing. So he'd obviously seen, because when I started Box Hill I was posting like crazy on social media. I mean, I still do. And he'd seen it. He was like, oh, we're starting in property, like, you know, we were having chats, and they're absolutely smashing it. Adam and Carl doing really good things and still working full time in their jobs, but they're doing good. And yeah, it's so good to catch up with people that are still like in property, still trying to make it work, still really working hard. And just hearing what they're doing, they were giving me loads of ideas and tips, and I was doing the same. Quite a little bit on social media and getting leads and stuff, which is cool. So yeah, it started my day well. It was funny because it's a Saturday and like I was going to work, he was going to work, and it was just like, we get it. Like, I'm still very much working a job to fund things. Obviously I left my job with the intention to be out, but my boss and I had managed to agree, because he wanted me to stay, that I'd work like 2 days a week, so that is the Friday and the Saturday, and I can go in if I want to do extra hours and stuff, which is nice to have the flexibility. So you know, it's one of those, he gets it. Adam's like, look, they're still working jobs while trying to build this business, and it's really nice to have people that you can relate to speak to, because it's hard. This is not an easy game. Like, this is seriously, like, I wish that somebody could give it a go. I know loads of people do it, but I wish that some people could give it a go to see what it actually takes, like how much work you do and how much like mental stress there is as well, because that's something people don't talk about. So yeah, really will catch up with them. And when I say mental stress, like, I'm not sat here saying I don't enjoy it, I love it, but at the same time it is, sometimes I'll even think, do I just get a normal job? Like, do I just keep a normal job? Because I look at people in my work who I go in and I work with, and I'm like, oh, you guys are going home and you're not even having to think about business. Like, you know, you can just switch off. Whereas I think part of being a business owner is you never switch off, but with that comes the benefit of having the freedom. So it swings and roundabouts with things like this, as I go round and roundabout. But it's what you sign up for at the end of the day, and only some people can handle it. Only some people just want to have their job and the stability and to be able to go home and switch off, which is also fine. Like, let's stop slating the 9 till 5. But yeah. Work done. 2:30 on the dot for once, no staying late, so happy with that. Going home for some lunch because I am starving, like starving. And then I don't know what to do today. You know when there's nothing urgent that needs doing, but you need to work. I think I might do the digital product, but I don't know for definite. I think I need to go to Leeds tomorrow, you see, so tomorrow's going to be a bit of a day out of action for me, because I need to go get some last minute holiday bits because I go away next week. But I'm just trying to like get loads of content filmed for whilst I'm away so I can schedule it, and I've got probably like half of what I wanted to get, but I really need to do a bit more. I'm going to go to the SA on Thursday, I think, actually, and film a load of content, because then I've only got a couple of days to edit it and schedule it, but I think that'll be fine. Just gonna have to pull a couple of late nights up to this holiday. I have already started packing though, which is good for me, instead of doing it like the night before and then having a panic. So I've been very organised there. Started packing a week ago and I don't go for another week. That's impressive for me. So yeah, a few things to sort before I go away, there always is, and I'm trying to like wrap stuff up at my job as well, because it's like, when you're dealing with things, I don't want other people to start dealing with it and it to all get confusing. I basically don't like to come back from holiday and to walk into chaos, or like things all over the place. So I like to leave it well, so I'm trying to do that as well. So the fact I've left on time today is pretty impressive in itself too. Happy Sunday everyone. I'm just starting my day with a quick ab workout before editing this vlog. As I said before, I'm on my way to Leeds now because I'm doing some last minute holiday shopping because I've got a manic week coming up, so I'm not going to get a chance to do any of this as I get close to the holiday. So braving Leeds on a Sunday, it's going to be manic. But I just want to say thank you again if you have got this far and watched this much of my vlog. Again, none of the support ever goes unappreciated or unnoticed, so I just want to say thank you so much, and I will see you guys again next week.